Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today is an amazing day. For honestly, the most stupidest reason. The crown is back. Huh. Did it pass? It finally passed?
Finally.
4 times? Yeah. We got it. The crown has shuck in again. Let's go. Woo! It's definitely been a battle to get this thing to pass shuck-in. But we're all good now. So the biggest issue is that the inner Tokyo places, from what we've been told, rumors and all that kind of stuff, is that they have a quota that they're supposed to fail a certain amount of cars every day because the government doesn't want any more cars in Tokyo. There's a bit of a car issue in Tokyo, so they're trying to get more cars off the road. So we actually figured out that we didn't have to go to the Tokyo one. So we went to the Yokohama one and it passed right away after 3 attempts to the Tokyo one. So yeah, they were just failing us because they wanted to. There was no reason, pretty much. It was weird. They said that like the boots were cracked and then we'd look at the boots and they weren't cracked. It was just, yeah, frustrating. So at the end of the day, we just went to Yokohama and they passed it first go. So yeah, the joys of owning and registering a car in Japan, they're a bit interesting sometimes. So the crown is now back and it's time for us to fix this. This fitment, not okay. Not okay. This thing needs to come back down again. We'll put all the caps on, put the VIP table on, take these reflectors off, you know, just all the stuff that you don't need, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, time to, I guess, make my crown now not street legal. Taking the crown for a quick drive to get some gas because the fuel light's on, but also just because I wanted to feel what this thing felt like at like stock height and everything. It's pretty bouncy, probably just because it's coilovers, not the air suspension. But I've definitely been enjoying the crown life a fair bit, and I know I've said this before, but I kind of want to get the newer version crown. Okachan has one and he loves it. Gets like driven around everywhere in it. And it's like a hybrid and has like 450 horsepower and absolutely rips. So I don't know if we'll trade this thing and try and get another one or something, but I think it's time to upgrade this girl. But anyways, let's get some gas now. Today's video is sponsored by Daiki, and they sell air fresheners for your car. The cheapest mod that you can do that adds your kind of personality to it. They were also the very first company that ever sponsored me back when I had about 20,000 subs. So it's really cool to still be working with them today. And you guys loved the collab Sakura Cherry Blossom cans that we did. And we decided to do another collab, and we've got pumpkin spice. It's autumn season, guys, which means pumpkin spice lattes and pumpkin spice Daiki air fresheners. The SAMMIT collab ones, they're now available on their website, daiki.com. Go grab yourself one and use coupon code SAMMIT for 10% off store-wide. Don't just grab one though, these are cheap. They're crazy cheap. For a couple bucks, you can get a couple packs of paper ones, which come in so many different designs. Anime girls, you've also got like some lucky cats, strawberry milk, and so much more. Once again, guys, go to daiki.com, grab yourself one of the new pumpkin spice canned air fresheners. These things are great. They sit in a cup holder and they last forever. Make sure you get yourself one, and thank you Daiki for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to it. For anyone visiting Japan, I'm gonna teach you a little hack. Oh God, that just fell off. A little hack when getting gas here. Red is regular. Yellow is typically high octane, and green is diesel. If it's different colors, look at the katakana. This little kind of mountain thing here is like for the like hayoku. And then this one is regular, regular. Okay, diesel is normally just 2 kanjis. But yeah, anyways, that's that. From there, sometimes these machines have English, but yeah, you should be fine. Little picture of credit card, just use that. But there's places that obviously have cash and stuff like that, which is a whole nother thing. It's been a while for one of these ones. Drink, my precious. Fuel's a little pricey here at the moment. It's like 182 yen right now per liter for regular. It's been kind of going up a bit and down every now and then, but you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna clip this little guy back in here. There we go. gassed up now and heading back to the shops, but I just want to show you guys this. This is Japan. Construction site, generator, concrete mixer, you know, supplies, an excavator, all just left there. If this was Australia or the US, that all would have been stolen in like 3 seconds the moment everyone left the site. They're probably just all gone to lunch or something. That is literally how amazing Japan is. I'm not joking. I go to Starbucks and I go to the second floor. I find a seat that I want and a table. I leave my iPhone on the table to let people know I'm saving and reserving that spot for myself. And then I go downstairs, I order a coffee, you know, 10 minutes or so before I come back upstairs and my phone is still there on the table. That is Japan. I love this place. So we are in the process of lowering the car again. Look at that beautiful height. Thank you, Daiki. This is like the 10th time you've done stuff with the coilovers on this, but I just had the most insane scare, right? I had to take all of this out. All right, so this is 100% a Yakuza car. For some reason, there is no manual emergency release for this trunk anywhere in this car, all right? It's either been removed or it didn't come with it from the factory. I don't know if that's true, but I thought that was like a thing in any car from like the 2000s forward. It had to have an emergency release latch in it, but this one doesn't. So what was happening was, for some reason, the trunk button was not working. I couldn't open the trunk on this car no matter what I did. Even putting the key in it, it wouldn't let the key go in all the way. It was locked. Like this little keyhole here, the key would only go in halfway. It wouldn't accept the key the whole way at all, right? And I'm trying to work out why the trunk wouldn't open. And everywhere I looked, it said the fuse for the trunk opener was in the trunk, right? Right there. There's a fuse box. But the problem is I'm like, how do I get to the trunk? I took the whole back seat apart to just find out that there's absolutely no way to get into the trunk, right? It's all sealed. And then after a ton of Googling in English, there was nothing, right? But we check in Japanese. Turns out, under the VIP table here, up in here is a hidden little switch. I don't even know if the camera can see this, right? Right here, under the VIP table there is a little hidden switch. This switch disables entire access to the trunk. It locks the key, so the key can't go in and open it. It locks the button here, and it locks the button on the door, and there is no way to open the trunk. I'm not joking. This is like, literally bodies go in this and don't come out. I'm not joking. You can trap someone in this trunk and they will never be able to come out. So right now it opens. It's great. No problem, right? Let me show you. Let me show you this little button. This is absolutely wild. Just look at this. Push the button. Doesn't open it. Push this button. Does not open it. Let me take the key out of the fob. Right? And look at this. This key is supposed to go completely inside this, right? And it locks the key. It won't go inside. Look at that. Isn't that insane? There is no way into the trunk, and there is no emergency release. This is wild. Push that button again, and now watch this. The trunk will open. Isn't that insane? Literally, no emergency release anywhere inside here for the trunk. Nowhere. Nowhere. I thought this might have been it at first, but that's just a handle. Like, absolutely no way to emergency release and open that. Yeah. These are definitely the car of choice, I think, when it comes to some shady business people. We finally decided it was time to properly clean this back seat, and I thought there was no one better for this job than Riley.
Oh boy.
Riley's job used to actually be detailing cars, so this is kind of perfect.
No, I managed people who detail cars.
Oh, okay, so, hey, well, I'm sorry.
Demotion.
I'm sorry. What do we got here? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not too bad.
Wait, you already cleaned that part.
Oh my gosh, go back. Oh, that's gross. That's gross. Oh, go back here, there's some good stuff there. Oh, what is that? Dude, someone had a diarrhea mess on the back seat for sure. Oh, I thought we were just taking cum out of it, but I guess not. So we're gonna do the back seat. We're gonna do the door cards and stuff like that. Well, Riley's gonna do that. Oh, what happened in this car, man? What even happened in this car?
Probably all like spray on tan and
Makeup,
and food and
whatever else, body fluids maybe.
definitely human slime.
Well, we looked at this thing with the black light, so there was definitely a lot of jizz.
Wait, you want it clean? Hang on.
Just turn the light off and you can't
All
see
done.
it. Hey! So now that we're done with the crown, we can get on to these things. These boxes arrived and they're actually for Daiki's car. We didn't actually have time to get this on in time for his round that happened at Ebisu Circuit that had just gone by. So this stuff is going to be going on his car by the end of this year so that it's ready for the next season. But here you go, sir. Here is your box cutting knife. Let's have a look at well, I guess let's go with the biggest one first, the box from Radium. Yeah, crack her open. This is all stuff to go into Daiki's S15, make it more reliable and safer.
I didn't know that.
Let's go. Oh wow, that's a big box. That's pretty cool. I don't have any Radium gloves. Let's get this stuff out. What do we got here? Oh, the packing paper, love it. All right, so we got some boxes. Fuel hanger kit. Let's start with this one. Open this box, Daiki.
Okay.
Also, I needed Daiki to open these because in this box is actually some stuff for my Skyline that I want to do today. So, watch your fingers.
Okay.
Always makes me nervous watching this guy cut stuff open. More packing paper. Imagine.
Yeah. Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Oh,
This is all a fuel line kit.
Oh my god. やばいね。
So all the fittings are included.
Yeah.
But, oh, open this too.
Oh.
That thing's gonna be cool, I think. Oh, that's
Wow.
a fuel filter.
Nice.
So that replaces the stock one. And this one is what that all connects to. So this is all the lines that are gonna go under your car. And it comes with a full fitting kit that fits, oh no, which comes with all the brackets and everything
Wow,
so that
nice.
it goes under the car. And this goes in the OEM position. It's great. This is the cool one. This allows us to use your OEM tank still, but have multiple pumps. More packing paper. So you gotta give him credit, like, none of this, like, Radium makes sure their stuff doesn't get damaged in shipping, that's for sure.
Oh.
This is very cool. Isn't that cool?
すごいね、これ。Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Not confused every time.
Yeah, that's right. So pump out, return. Super easy, right?
Yeah. Cool. This is for like ground.
Yeah, so it's a fuel hanger, so it goes into your fuel tank.
Oh.
And then that's all the parts that go with it.
What's this? Ah, for like wire.
Yeah, so the full fitting kit.
Ui.
Yeah. So we'll be able to put that into your fuel tank and we should be good to go. And then the last box. And this little box, I believe, is, so this will be a fuel pressure dampener. So that will go with this one. So that's the fitting kit, which comes with everything that you need to make your injectors work.
Yeah.
So this is a full billet, I believe, fuel rail. Pull it out, pull it out. It's like a Chinese finger trap, that thing.
Wow.
It's a new delivery pipe.
Nice.
In Japanese, we call fuel rails fuel delivery pipe.
Delivery.
Delivery pipe.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then this goes onto that. And that just helps dampening all the pulses and stuff from the injectors. Because when you have like really big injectors, the pulsing will actually cause like the fuel to be pulsing too. And it's a good idea to have a damper on that. This goes onto your fuel rail and then everything's included. So you got a bunch of goodies from Radium, which is awesome. So we're going to be upgrading his fuel system, making that super safe and reliable and also just better. Let's do this one first. This one's cool. It's a little small one. Crack it open. This is from my friends at PowerTune Digital, and they make the most versatile dash. And it works with Link, it works with Heltec, it works with everything.
Wow.
So you got your own digital dash now, so you'll be able to get rid of all your Defi gauges, and you can have everything on that.
Oh my gosh.
Just like the one in the Bogan 32, but this one's bigger. Actually, the same as the one that's in that car, same that's in that car, and the same that's in that car. And you got a mount and everything, yep.
Like that.
Yep.
Oh.
Actually, it's flipped around the other way, yeah. And then we bolt that to your steering column, and you'll have a full digital dash, plugs into the Link ECU. We got the GPS module, so we can get true speed, so you can get GPS speed, and you can also get like racetrack data and stuff like that if ever you want to do grip stuff, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Sugoi. Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright.
So we'll wire in some more sensors into the Link ECU, and then you'll have all your data on there. Which makes wiring a lot easier too for when we rewire the car. For those of you wondering, go check out their website, powertunedigital.com. It's probably the cheapest and best bang for buck digital dash that you can get on the market with, and it works on everything. It's actually amazing. All right, last box from Dishworks. This one did get showered and exhaust, yes, from the Bogan 32 when I was dialing in the cold start. I kind of, yeah, anyways. And this box has some stuff in here for my Skyline too, so pretty excited about this. Ooh. More packing paper! Don't worry about that, don't look at that, yeah. Yo! Look at that, Dishworks coming through.
Nice.
All right, so we got a fuel pressure regulator from Dishworks, or what is this one? Oh, no, this one may actually be a new filter too. Yeah, this is a filter. Yeah, open this up, open this up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at this stuff. Let's crack it all open. These are fittings. Look at these. Oh, they're so cool. That's their new fitting kit, which is actually Dishworks grade. That's nice. So new filter for my Skyline, because you're using the Radium stuff. Yeah, that's right. So that's for my Skyline. This one here, open that one, that's for you. And I think one of these is mine for the Skyline too. Ooh, what are these?
Wow, injector.
Yeah, so these are brand new injectors.
What size is it?
1,000 I think.
Wow, my gosh.
Should say there.
1,000. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Arigato.
So a bunch of goodies from everyone at Dishworks, Radium, and PowerTune for Daiki's S15. That's awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Whee! This is also the perfect opportunity to bring up the Daiki Live the Dream support pack that we have on the website right now. If you want to support Daiki, his car, and his D1 Lights endeavors, make sure you go check out the shirt over on SAMMIT.net. Right, Daiki?
SAMMIT.net.
SAMMIT.net. There's only a week left, so don't sleep on it, guys. For real, go support this guy. He's a rad lad, and I want to see him do well for the rest of the season. 2 rounds left, right?
Yes.
You gonna get first place?
Yes.
We always want to win, don't we?
Yes.
Awesome. Guys, don't forget, SAMMIT.net. Grab yourself the new support pack, the Live the Dream support pack for Daiki. This thing's looking good. Got some sponsor stickers all filled out everywhere on it. It's looking great. SAMMIT.net. I know this looks like a complete disaster, but trust me, I just put all the parts and a ton of hose clamps out, figuring out everything. So I'm mounting a Dishworks 400, which will pretty much flow like 415 liters per hour. And I want to do a single pump setup just for simplicity in my Skyline. And we're using their fuel hanger kit. This will allow me to put 2 pumps in, but initially, stage 1, this is perfect and exactly what we need. Now, I just want to do a massive appreciation to Radium for just making incredible parts. Look at this. This hose goes on here and everything perfect. And this just quick connect. Look at this. Wait for it. Oh, can I do this one-handed? And just one-handed. Oh, look at that. Now we're ready to roll. The only thing I got to do is a little bit of wiring. I think I just got to solder that to the included harness, and everything plugs in and we're good to go. They even include the harness and everything for the filler, the level sender or whatever it is. Seriously, absolutely amazing. And their swivel connectors here are incredible. We're obviously changing to AN lines in the Skyline, so we're gonna be probably only having the vent, like this little crossover vent here, that's gonna stay the same. The return and the pump out will be changing to AN. And then look at all these beautiful high amperage terminals here. So good. Oh, I'm so excited. This stuff is amazing. Top class. I love Reagan stuff. It's seriously the best. So I'm gonna be putting that in my Skyline, and yeah, this thing's needed a big upgrade fuel-wise for the longest time. If you guys remember a long time ago, I changed my fuel pump and did the relay mod and stuff here in the trunk. We actually have the relay sitting here, and a nice little sub harness that kind of goes up under there and connects to the battery. Trying to rule out inconsistent AFRs with our tune, because one pull it would be on the money, the next pull it would be a little richer. And we obviously worked out that now that was because of broken valve stem seals leaking oil into the exhaust. Yeah, this is due for an upgrade, and I'm excited to get that radium hat in there. Just looking at this thing in the bay, it drives me insane that I don't have this running yet. So I'm glad that everything has now kind of calmed down, and we actually have about a month and a half or so before the next round of FD. The last two rounds were so close together. There was like only like a week and a half break between the rounds. And then of course going to World Time Attack and everything just meant that I wasn't at the shop really at all, and I didn't get to work on the Skyline. So now we've got a bit of time to work on the Skyline. We do have LZ World Tour in Canada coming up, which I'm super excited about. I'm actually gonna try and spend a little bit of time in Canada, and I've never been there before, and I think it'd be cool to catch up with some friends. And then obviously we come back, we'll have FD, and then I think the next LZ World Tour stop is Australia, which I'll be at as well. So there's a fair few events still happening, and then there's Drift Matsuri in November around my birthday. So I'm really excited. There's a lot of cool stuff happening drifting wise and event wise. And the last round of FD obviously at the end of October is gonna be pretty wild too. So I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff coming. But anyways, it's time to finally get this thing running, and in the next few videos, we're gonna start jumping into this in the shop and getting this thing running. I'm hoping for first start in a couple videos from now, while we just get everything done, fuel system, wiring and stuff, and just hear this thing roll to life. I just popped off the cover to access the top of the fuel tank, and you can really see that this fuel hat, the plastic has deteriorated terribly by that staining. It's supposed to be white like you see on those couplers up the back there, those plugs. But yeah, it's probably all brittle and going to break the moment I touch it. So not ideal. And something that was actually really cool was I was able to de-pin the plug on the DW400 and slide in the pins for the harness that came with this hat. So this is gonna be perfect. But as much as I'd love to put this in right now, I'm going to not do that, because I want to go home, eat a nice cooked meal that May made for me, and make sure that I get to spend some time with Hugo before he goes to sleep. So I'm gonna go do that and pick things up when I get there. I made it home, and May actually killed it tonight. She made spaghetti bog, one of my all-time favorites, and it was perfect. Got to hang out with Hugo for about a good 30 minutes before he passed out, and he's honestly the easiest baby, like for real. We are so blessed. He's been on a schedule pretty much since 2 weeks after coming back from the hospital. It's been an absolute dream. That aside, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Next upload, we're gonna be getting into the Skyline. We're gonna be getting into a ton of like the normal kind of content that we usually do. So I do apologize for how things have been for the last few weeks, kind of all over the place, skipping a few days here and there just because of how busy things are. It's really getting to the point now where I can't keep doing this by myself. I need to get an editor. I have still been editing all of my vlogs, all of my videos up until now. Like, I'm not joking, we're up to 1,349. And that doesn't include SAMMIT Raw videos or anything. If you haven't subscribed to the new channel, make sure you do, SAMMIT Raw. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun, but I think it's finally time that I start actually considering handing my baby over to someone else who understands my style and everything like that. And that way we can just ramp things up even more. It'll give me a little bit more free time to focus on, you know, obviously a little bit of family stuff, but also being more creative and doing crazy content, the kind of stuff that I miss doing. So yeah, if you guys are excited, sorry for a really big talking video, but it is what it is. And sometimes you just gotta talk things out, create time and space, and let your brain think and get your opinion on things too. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Smash that like button, write a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
さあ1本目すごい角度だ
Looks like my brake line burst. Line snapped.
Everybody watch SAMMIT do a crazy flick.